Okay, so thank you so much, because exactly the answer is D, voice donators. So this is the exact meaning. This is user, absolutely, which is written in bold. And I have to go back to the beginning of the sentence just to be able to understand the full meaning about this word. And this word or this sentence says, donors, the people who donate absolutely their voices, must speak many thousands of words, phrases, sentences. Absolutely. Some companies offer a service tailored to the user, to the people who donate their voices. Thank you so much. This is what this word refer to. Okay, now it's not the end, because I said that we have two questions. Let me show you the final question about reference. Read it carefully and tell me about this word.
Um, is it D also?
It is the permanent loss of voice of the professor.
I don't know if it's C or D.
What do you think? Okay, let's check the text again. Absolutely, this is the, which is existed in the final paragraph. This is it. Okay. Now, let's check the name of the professor. Stephen Hawking. Okay. So if you want me just to read about this man who is physicist, began to use an early text-to-speech system in this date. Interestingly, though, the professor never changed his synthetic voice, okay, to a more sophisticated design that better imitated natural speech. Instead, Hawking retained call text, explaining that he felt the limited modulations of the voice allowed his speech to be easier to hear and to be understood during lectures. Clearly, this man, the physicist, also came to see what? To see it. Absolutely, it is not talking about things or people. It to talk about thing who has no, or let me say, it has no soul like this, not about the human beings. So this is why it is what? It is C.
C.
Exactly. The synthetic voice used by this professor. Okay?
Yes, I was thinking it's C. I don't know why I said D.
Okay, so please be careful. This is the only mistake that you had, but you have been amazing through all part C. This is really amazing. I can say now that you are really good at reading, like listening, because again, you are good at listening. Now you are good at reading. That's really amazing. To be honest, I consider these two skills in the OET exam are the hardest. The writing skill or section is not going to be hard. And to be honest, I can say that you are really good at speaking. So thanks God, because you did it. So this is it. Now let me read the final information about part C, which is the final part in reading section. So please, we have to be careful that part C of the reading test is designed to evaluate your ability to quickly read. and quickly understand English texts, because we don't have the whole day just to answer these questions. Absolutely, in the field of study that you are involved in. Now, I have to make reading healthcare texts in English as a habit. You are a nurse, thanks God, because as you said, I noticed that in most of the questions you said that I did that in the hospital. I have already familiar with this in the hospital. This is really good. So on the test day, I have to please take a deeper breath. I have to read, if every section carefully. Don't forget, please, the two skills, skimming and scanning. Skim is to read fast. Only I want to get the main idea, but the scan is to look for specific information in a certain paragraph, in a certain passage, or any piece of writing. I have to select the answer, and then I have to move on to the next question. Now, to improve my score, I have to be considered that questions in part C always appear in text order, please. So as we notice in solving all the questions about part C, we didn't read this text again, or this paragraph again, or this passage again. This is really important, please, because absolutely you will lose your time if you want to read and reread. So, and will often direct you to the relevant paragraph. Here, the writer is going to tell you that the answer in paragraph 1, 2, 3, for example, the final paragraph. So once you've answered a question about one part of the text, please move on to the next part. This is really important. Now, the final information is saying, absolutely, if you are not sure about a certain answer, please try to write your guess if you don't have enough time, but don't leave it blank, because this is really horrible. Maybe your guess is going to be correct. Okay? So make sure you are picking the details that answers the questions being asked. Practice for part C of the reading test by reading newspapers, articles, papers concerning absolutely your field of study, studies written in English, just to be able to understand and to have really enough vocab to be able to understand not only the texts. You need vocab to understand the texts. You need vocab to understand the extracts in reading, and absolutely you need them just to be able to understand what the speakers are saying, and finally you need them in speaking. So whenever you read articles, papers, or studies in English, make a list of any word. You have to check its pronunciation. You have to check the way that this new word is written. And absolutely, you have to check its meaning, because as I told you, you need it. Okay, so be sure to look up the meaning of each word and note the synonyms, antonyms, non-technical term for this word, building your vocabulary and your confidence with unfamiliar words, because you have to boost your performance on the test day. Okay?
Yes.
That is it. But I think we have to practice, because we have now the practice set about part C. What do you think to do it at once?
As you like.
Are you busy? Do you want to go to work?
No, I still have time.
Okay. As we noticed, Jewel, is part C hard? No, it is the easiest.
Yes.
So let's do it. Okay?
Okay.
So let me disconnect the meeting, and please come back to manage the practice set about part C.
Okay.
So I'm waiting for you.